Good morning. Good Motivational Monday morning on this gorgeous January day. Um, this Motivational Monday, I hope, finds you extremely well rested as always, ready to take on this day and this week and these moments that matter so much. I come to you this morning with so much humility and vulnerability, which I'm not used to. um, I am I've always been tough. For those of you that know me and have known me for a while, I'm just that way. I'm a fighter. I don't like to let things get me down. I try to fight through things and try to stay as positive as I can through the process. And this week has last week knocked me on my butt, literally. And I went through the depths of some darkness that I did not think that I was going to need to go through again. I always say that life is practice. I say this all the time, right? We're not here to be perfect. If we were perfect, we would be Jesus. And we're not. None of us are. So, we're here to learn. And there's things that come at us all the time that we've got to learn. And we need to be humble and we need to be vulnerable for and with and through. And last week I got really sick. And that's not something that normally happens to me. I usually try to stay as high vibration as I can and positive. And that, like I said, creates this force field around you and it helps you stay healthy. And my emotions and my energies were really low and I got really sick. And then I got through that part and that was fine. It was great. I had 5 days of this physical pain and then I was okay. And then all of a sudden I got a really, 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 really massive headache. And it wasn't COVID. I was COVID negative, or it might have been some residual effects from COVID. Not sure, but I can tell you that God made me really, really humble this weekend. God, universe, source, whatever you connect with to that, literally put me on my knees. Not one that likes to ask for help from anybody. I don't like to show weakness, as I said. I like to be the helper and the healer and the giver and the lover and to be that one that people can count on. And I couldn't be. And I got to a point of just tears and literally dropped to my knees in this pain that I can't even explain. I couldn't think right. I was agitated. I was out of my senses. I was aggressive to people that didn't deserve for me to be aggressive to, or way more assertive than I should have been, because I was angry that I was sick and I was angry that I was not in control, if you will. And I needed to get humbled. I did. And I did. Tears fell like they have not fallen for me in a very, very long time. And it's just the reminder. This is a reminder for all of us. And I'm grateful that I went through this darkness so that I can get to this bright, bright, bright light to share this message with you. That it's okay to be weak sometimes. And more than anything, it's okay to ask for help. And it's okay to be vulnerable, and it's okay to be humble. And we don't have to fight through everything all the time. I went through a moment of losing my faith this weekend. I was in so much pain that I couldn't even literally think straight. And I just got to this point where I just started to pray. I listened to my mom. My mom always says, and take her advice, please, when you're not feeling good, get in the shower and get in water because it will make you feel better. It will always make you feel better. So at the very last moment of this desperation of just wanting to feel better and not understanding and cursing and being angry with everything, myself mostly, I gave in and I got in the tub and I just started to pray and pray and pray and pray. I didn't understand why I wasn't getting the messages. I didn't understand why I couldn't heal myself. I didn't understand why I was going through these things. And it was for this moment to share with you of humility and vulnerability and being grateful for the help and the love that's around you and accepting that when people want to give that to you and not seeing it as weakness for one moment. This life is practice. It's practice. We're not perfect. And there's so many people out there that want to help you. Let them. There's so many people that you want to help. Give them that help, even if they push you away because they need it. So this message is just that, is remembering to be humble, remembering to stay kind, remembering to keep your faith, and remembering that sometimes we're brought to our knees to remind us to have faith, because there's so much good and love and light, so much that God brings us every single day. We just have to trust. We have to trust and have faith. Finally, when I was in that tub and I was praying, I heard the messages finally come through, and it just kept saying, submerge, submerge, submerge. And I did. I submerged in the water. And I have to tell you, it was like a miracle. It was like a miracle. The moment that my head came out of that water, all of a sudden, all of this stuff released. And my headache subsided. This headache that had me, I can't even, like I said, I literally was not able to think straight. So I come to you with this message with all of my heart, with all of my love, with all of my vulnerability, and with all of my humility. I want to thank some very specific people, my mom and my dad. You guys are amazing. There for me every moment, every second, would not let up. My best friend, Dawn, who's all the way in Florida, who made sure that she was sending me Instacart and calling me whenever she could to make sure that I was doing okay. Brian checked on me. My friend Brian checked on me every day just to make sure that I was okay and coming together. And it got so many. Nikki, Katie, thank you guys so much. Thank you to all of my friends. Thank you to everybody that reached out to me and that was sending me so much love and light as they knew that I was going through one sickness and had no idea that I was going through what I was going through this weekend after the initial of this crazy COVID had passed. So the message is simple. Just accept love, be love, and keep your faith. No matter what, keep your faith. Even in your darkest moments, just go into prayer. I promise you it will help. I promise. I send this message to you with so much light and love. I hope that it resonates with you. I hope that you can feel my love coming to you. And I hope that all of those that have helped and sent me so much love during this time feel the gratitude that I have for you. Until next week, stay humble and kind.